I don't know if we told the story, but
No, you definitely haven't.
But Tracy, so we were driving, and we saw a buck, a good buck, bedded with a doe in the middle of the field, maybe 100 yards off my property. So as I'm like heading back for lunch or something, but Tracy was riding with me to just, just ride along. And so I dropped Tracy off, and he got up in a tree stand and to keep an eye on him and watch. And so Tracy is up in the tree, and Tracy called and said he's now in your property line. He's now on your property line. So then never heard from Tracy, and so then I have the kid with me, and we go.
How old was he?
I'm going to say 14,
okay.
13, 14. So we park, you kind of guess where he has to be, because there's this thick fence row, and there's kind of a roll in my field, and this kid, we're going and going and going, and we just get to the top of the roll, and we're just laying there. And we're sitting there, and I can't find nothing. And found the doe. I saw the doe's ear twitch or something, and I still have never found the buck or anything. I think a long time went by, and I think I may have found. And so this kid is like, what's the plan? And basically, cars driving down the road, we're probably 200 yards off the road. Like, they can probably see two people in orange standing out there. Yeah. And so I said, the problem is she could stand up and be gone, So he stood there. He then was on his knees, and we had a Primo's triple stick, and he just kind of sat there for hours.
14 years old, hours.
It was, but it was kind of cold, and then it got to be where I'm watching, and now it's to the time where it's going to be evening. Them hopefully standing up in the evening. It's like we've been there that long.
You guys got out there like noon.
No, I'm going to say we got out there at maybe 1:30 or so. It was over at 5:30 or something.
You're pushing into 4.
So now we're pushing into 4, and I can see orange. I'm like, what in the hell is that? I can see orange, and that sucker, he stood up, and I can really see the orange, and he had a bolt stuck in his ass.
Oh, you're kidding.
A crossbow bolt stuck in his ass, and I could see the knock moving. That was the orange, and ended up, he hit him. We found blood. We did not go look for him. We waited till, we just waited. And Tracy and I think we got up at 4:30, or we got up at real early in the morning and went and looked, and we found him. And it was, yeah.
What do you end up scoring?
I would like
roughly
to find a picture. I'm going to say that it was like a 50s to 60 deer.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great deer.
Was he
oh my gosh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a cool story.
It was a good story.
Were you impressed with his stamina?
I was impressed with this kid. Now,
yeah,
I was impressed.
Not his name was Bo.
His name was Bo.